Evan, first of all, tell us a bit more about Alexievich's arrest.
So Svetlana Alexievich, who's 72, is a towering cultural figure in Belarus. She's by far the country's most famous writer and is famous all around the world. In 2015, she won a Nobel Prize in literature for her works documenting the Soviet Union and the post-Soviet individual. And so when she joined the Coordination Council on August 14th, it was a really big moment for the opposition movement. That council was formed by Lukashenko's primary challenger, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, who since had to flee to Lithuania, neighboring Lithuania, where she's continued directing the Coordination Council from there. The Coordination Council was set up to help transfer power to not exactly her, but they're calling for new free and fair elections to help transfer from Lukashenko to a new power. However, the authorities, Lukashenko's government has seen this as an attempt to seize power, and they've opened 2 criminal cases into this Coordination Council. The first is that they're attempting to seize power unlawfully, and the second is that it's a threat to national security. And so they've been questioning members of the council over the past few days as a crackdown increases, and Svetlana is currently being questioned by the investigative committee, which is Belarus's version sort of the FBI. She arrived earlier today. Protesters were there. They were clapping, shouting thank you for her for arriving, and she said that we're not guilty. We just want to live in a free country.
Now, all of this is coming as international pressure against Alexander Lukashenko is only growing from the U.S. that's now backing an EU move.
Yeah, this is becoming a sort of pivotal, maybe not a pivotal week, but a deepening standoff between the regime and the opposition movement. Lukashenko has shown no sign that he wants to negotiate with the Coordination Council or with anybody in the opposition. Over the weekend, during mass protests on Sunday, he arrived at his palace by helicopter, walked out with an assault rifle, and was overheard on video telling security officers there that we will deal with the protesters and that they have until Monday to make up their minds. Since we've seen 2 key opposition activists be detained and given 10 days in jail, we've seen these questionings that have begun, protesters rounded up today. At the same time, yesterday, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya's main challenger spoke over video from Lithuania to European Parliament and called for increased pressure from the US and the European Union, which have both said that they do not accept the results of the election and that they believe that there should be a transfer of power, so that they are actually on the Coordination Council side. But as we'll see going forward, it's sort of a stalemate right now, and we'll have to see how much Lukashenko is ready to crack down. But from past experience and from what we're seeing this week, he is all but ready to do so.
Evan, there's another interesting angle to this story, and that's the involvement of Russia. Russia, a country that some people see as an enemy, some people see as a friend there.
Yeah, absolutely. Tikhanovskaya yesterday in comments to Parliament reiterated that this is what she called, quote unquote, a democratic revolution that is neither pro or against Russia or the European Union. Belarus is really closely tied to Russia, and the opposition has not shown any signs that it's anti-Russian in the least. At the same time, Russia has told the EU to back off. This is our territory. We will take any involvement as interference. And Svetlana Alexievich today and yesterday has towed the similar line. She's actually said that Lukashenko only listens to Putin, and she's called on Putin to help Lukashenko turn his attention to what she calls the new Belarus, and she wants Putin to help Lukashenko negotiate with the opposition. And so what's interesting here is that at the end of the day, in Belarus, the opposition is not anti-Russian. They're actually calling for Russia to help out, and Svetlana Alexievich is at the heart of this.
Evan, thank you for that. Evan Gershkovich there reporting for us from Moscow.